A big wingman, welcome to the wingman's path, to positivity, to raising your vibration, and to living the life of your choosing. My name is Michael Gross, if you're just joining us for the first time, and I'll be your wingman on the wingman's path today. And I'm so thankful to be here with you, and I'm thankful you could join us. Because I know, as I often say, I always say, the more the merrier, the more that we share these practices. And I thank you so much for sharing them with your friends and your loved ones and your families and your neighbors and your communities. Because there's plenty of room on the wingman's path to positivity and to raising your vibration, and so everyone can live the life of their choosing. Right? I thank you. Today's practice, well, first off, today is the holiest day of the Jewish year. It is the last day of the 10-day beginning of the Jewish New Year. It's called Yom Kippur, and it is the Day of Atonement, a day that Jews ask God for forgiveness for their sins of the past year, to wipe the slate clean, and to inscribe them in the book of life for the next year. And in honor of that day, I thought we would do a practice that I discovered maybe a couple years back, I think probably 3 years ago, and I call it I Forgive You and I Forgive Me. And when I started doing this practice, I swear it took my vibration to a new level. It took my vibration to a new level. I became, if I could say, a master. At that point, I started getting my masters of the wingman's path, if we could call it that. I forgive you, and I forgive me. It's easy. We just say it back. You just say it over and over. And many times I would say it, where I would start saying, I forgive you, and I forgive me, and I would end up saying, I forgive me. I forgive me. Because if there's one person in this world you have to forgive, it is yourself. Don Miguel Ruiz, in his wonderful book, The Four Agreements, about the ancient Toltec tribes' wisdom, stated, it's a wonderful book. If you can, absolutely read it. It's not even a long book, and it is wonderful. He states in that book that humans are the only species on Earth that pay for a mistake that they make 1,000 times. Every other species moves on. Every other species moves on immediately after making a mistake. But not us, right? We hold on to those mistakes for days and weeks and months and years and unfortunately sometimes lifetimes. So I have found that the most important person for me to forgive is myself. And I found when I did, I started raising my vibration when I was able to forgive myself. As far as forgiving others, there's a great saying, I forget exactly what it is, but I think it says, wanting revenge on someone or holding anger at someone is like drinking poison and expecting that person to die. When you have anger in your heart, whether it's at someone or something, what happens? You're sending out a vibration of anger, of revenge, of irritation. And we know what happens, right? The universe just matches it and sends us back more reasons to feel angry, irritated, and vengeful. We've got to change that vibration. You've got to forgive them as well. And when you do, when you start sending out that vibration of forgiving others and forgiving yourself, well, what's that vibration you're sending out, right? The vibration is one of peacefulness, and the universe will match that and send you back more reasons to feel inner peace. It's a wonderful vibration, and it's a wonderful way to live your life and to start bringing more positive energy in, to start raising your vibration, and to start living the life that you intended to when you came to this earth. So, the practice is simple. I want you to say for 1 minute, I forgive you, and I forgive me. Say it to yourself, quietly, scream it out loud if you're by yourself, whatever you desire. But get it out there. Get that vibe out there. Start saying it. And as you do, I want you to think of people. that you could forgive. And I want you to think of reasons that you can forgive yourself. And I want you to start forgiving them and forgiving you. Join me and let's say, I forgive you and I forgive me. Breathe that one in. I forgive you and I forgive me. I forgive you and I forgive me. I forgive me for the mistakes I've made and the sins I've committed against others and against myself. I forgive you and I forgive me. I forgive you and I forgive me. I forgive you and I forgive me. Yeah, I forgive me for all my transgressions and my sins and my errors and my mistakes. I forgive me. I forgive me. And I forgive you. Because I no longer want to hold on to anger. I no longer want to send out a vibration of feeling guilty at myself or angry at others. I forgive you and I forgive me. How's that feel when you're saying it? Sort of not sure, right? Give it a try. I'm telling you, I did this practice for months on end, 1 minute every morning. I forgive you and I forgive me. Just saying it feels good to me, but I've done it for a long time now. I forgive you and I forgive me, and I thank you for joining me today on the Wingman's Path to Positivity, to raising your vibration and to creating a life of your choosing. I appreciate you joining me, you sharing your positive energy with us, so that the ball of positive energy surrounding our community, our little community of positive energy, that ball of positive energy just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when we share these practices with our friends and our loved ones and our families and our neighbors and our communities, and the ball of positive energy around all of us gets bigger, it makes it that much easier for each of us to create more positive energy for ourselves. It gets easier for each of us individually to raise our vibration. And it gets easier for each of us to create the life of our choosing. Once again, have a wonderful day. One in which you feel forgiveness for others. And more importantly, forgiveness for yourself. I thank you again. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Your Wingman Michael, signing off.